Praise to Shakyamuni Buddha, to the founder, the endowed transcendent destroyer, the one gone beyond the foe destroyer, the completely perfected, fully awakened being, perfect in knowledge and in good conduct, Sugata, knower of the world, supreme guide of human beings to be tamed, teacher of gods and human beings. To you, the completely and fully awakened one, the endowed transcendent destroyer, the glorious conqueror, the subduer from the Shakya clan, I prostrate, make offerings, and go for refuge. Homage to the Supreme Buddha, homage to the Dharma refuge, homage to the great Sangha, to all three ever devout homage, to all worthy of respect, bowing with bodies as many as all realms, atoms, in all aspects, with supreme faith I pay homage. Do not commit any non-virtuous actions. Perform only perfect virtuous actions. Subdue your mind thoroughly. This is the teaching of the Buddha. A star, a visual aberration, a flame of a lamp, an illusion, a drop of dew or a bubble, a dream, a flash of lightning, a cloud. See conditioned things as such. Through these merits, may sentient beings attain the rank of all-seeing, subdue the foe of faults, and be delivered from samsara's ocean, perturbed by the waves of aging, sickness, and death. Taking refuge and generating bodhicitta. Once in English, twice in Tibetan. I go for refuge until I am enlightened to the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By the merits I create through listening to the Dharma, may I become a Buddha in order to benefit all sentient beings. Sangye chodang soki chognam la, changju bardu dagni kabsuchi, dagi chonyen gepe sonamgi, drola pencher sangye drupar shog. Sangye chodang soki chognam la, changju bardu dagni kabsuchi, dagi chonyen gepe sonamgi, drola pencher sangye drupar shog.
Bangi to zeni zone dawa dan je ba me je dan be chene ton ze ba kon dam de la cha cha lo. Toni ni je zon den je be la chen je san ze kan je den ro ga cha na be me den ze ja so la so an de se shin do lon ro sho. Tambo la ye ge na la da na je ge de bo da da me ye ge na da kon je da na je za ba tan je ge to da gi chen do do. So now we are going to do the breath meditation for a few minutes, please. We should breathe 7 times each nostrils and breathe 7 times both nostrils. Count your breath. Watch your breath. Count your breath. Be aware of your breath. Focus on your breath. Watch on your breath. Watch at your breath. Watch at your breath. We need to visualize when we breathe out, we visualize all the negative karmas, all the problems, all the obstacles come out with breath. And when I breathe in, we visualize all the good qualities we receive from Buddha. Count your breath, watch your breath. Be aware of your breath. There are many benefits to this meditation, both physical, mental, and emotions. And through this meditation, we increase our positive energy and mindfulness and awareness. So this is very important. And through this meditation, we can make good balance of our mind. So now we're going to a short meditation on our mind, okay? Focus on the mind. Where is your mind? Please watch your mind. Watch at your mind. What is the nature of mind? What is mind? Mind is reality or automatic nature of the mind. Where is the mind? Look at the mind, okay? Where is your mind? We are very lucky, that moment, clear mind and healthy mind. So we need to use strong and powerful mind. Actually, mind is, very powerful. Our mind is not a color and it is not touchable. It is not form. We can't touch it. Where is our mind? Focus on mind, please. What is mind? First, we should understand about mind. It is very important. Without understand about mind, we can't control our mind. We can't change our mind. We can't, develop our mind. So we need to learn more about mind, and we need to meditate more about mind. It's very important. And we should understand Buddha nature. What is Buddha nature? Every sentient beings, has Buddha nature. How we should realize Buddha nature? What is the meaning of the Buddha nature? Buddha nature means, that's man's, man's seed of Buddhahood and a seed of, liberation. Mind itself has, a very, potential to know everything, and it is very powerful. Mind itself very clean and very brightness, and through the meditate on mind, we should clean our mind. This is very important. We should think everyone wants happiness just like me. We should think everyone wants a good life just like me. We should think everyone wants a peaceful life just like me. We should think everyone wants a meaningful life just like me. We should think everyone don't want suffering and just like me. As I mentioned that before, if we morning start with a happy mind and good motivation, then whole day will be good and we can make meaningful life. So we need good motivation and happy mind. So you can have Dhondup display this paper in translation, this gift translation papers.
Geshe, what are you asking for?
Actually, today I'm going to talk 6 and 7 verse. Okay, please look at on your page paper. Okay, today I'm going to talk about 6 verse, 6 and 7. This is Lama Tsongkhapa's teaching. You know, the 3 principal aspect of a path. This very profound teaching, very actually very short, and very profound, very meaningful, and this teaching is really, really essential in sense of the whole Buddhist teachings. So today I'm going to talk this sixth verse, okay? In Tibet, saying Enjo Dyananda Sanji Zimbabwe Lama Chanchi Ponso Devi Jirumaju, Ledenam Chanchi Central J's. In this translation, yet, if this renunciation is not embraced by the pure motivation of bodhicitta, it will not become cause of the perfect bliss of unsuppressed awakening. So the wise should generate supreme bodhicitta. Did you find this translation? Okay, good. So when I explain, you must follow a translation, okay? In this, verse, Lama Tsongkhapa said that without bodhicitta, companionship of our renunciation, then our renunciation will not become a cause of ultimate Buddha. Ultimate Buddha and happiness. This means, as I told you before, that without motivation of a bodhicitta mind, we can't achieve Buddhahood. Okay, this is very important. We should keep in mind. Okay, when you recite some mantras and meditate, and you do sadhana, and any practice, we need good motivation, bodhicitta motivation. Okay, and we should think this practice for the benefit of all the sentient beings. And especially, I recited this mantra and meditate this because I want to achieve Buddhahood for other sentient beings. We need this kind of motivation. Then our practice, can become, cause of Buddhahood. So we need, compassion mind and bodhicitta mind. When we practice, when we meditate, when we offer, when we recite the mantra, it's very, very important. Whatever we talk, we need to, when we recite the mantra, in order to, we need order to be free from, all the sentient beings, to be free from suffering of samsara. And we need to practice for the benefit of all the sentient beings. And we need achieve Buddhahood. So that's why I need practice. I need to meditate. That means, we need to help others. We need to save others. But now, at the moment, now we don't have power. We don't have full power. So we need to practice for, achieve Buddhahood. After we achieve Buddhahood, then we can help to others. Then we can save other people. Then we can, make, meaningful life others, and then we can create happiness for others. So we need to achieve Buddhahood. And so we need to achieve, liberation. So example, when you come to here in this class, when you listen this Buddha Dhamma teaching, you need good motivation. You listen, this for the benefit of all the sentient beings, in order to be free from suffering of all the sentient beings. This is number one. Then you can make meaningful this class. Then you can make meaningful your practice at what you listen. What you listen, what you see, what you think, Affinity can be cause of achieve Buddhahood if you have a good motivation. So according to the Buddhist philosophy, affinity depends on motivation. Affinity. So we need good motivation. If you have a good motivation, you can do good things. You want to do good things. You want to help other people. You want to develop yourself. You want to, change yourself for better if you have motivation. So we need good motivation, okay? So that's why, so Lama Tsongkhapa said that, without bodhicitta mind, if you have, renunciation, but still you can't achieve Buddhahood. And your practice can't become, cause of Buddhahood. So we need, bodhicitta mind and try to practice bodhicitta. This is the most important. Whether you have renunciation or not, whether you practice for many years or not, our practice, can't be a cause of Buddhahood. If without, bodhicitta, without, compassion, practice compassion, and without the practice bodhicitta, you practice renunciation for many years, many lifetimes, but can't be a cause of Buddhahood. This is why in this verse, Lama Tsongkhapa tell us, a wise and knowledge, people that should generate, supreme, bodhicitta. This verse, emphasizes, is to tell us the reasons we need for generate bodhicitta. Actually, as I mentioned that before many times, renunciation is very important. But without bodhicitta support and without bodhicitta's help, we can't achieve Buddhahood. So, according to the Buddhist philosophy, we have three schools, okay? For example, two schools, okay? Hinayana, Mahayana. Hinayana practitioners, they practice for many numberless lifetimes, but they can't achieve Buddhahood. Because why? Because they never practice about bodhicitta and compassion. They don't have compassion. They don't have bodhicitta. They 100 times, 100 lifetimes they practice, but still they can't achieve Buddhahood. Hinayana practitioners. Because they practice it for themselves. They practice for, to free from themselves from suffering of samsara. They never practice for the benefit of all the sentient beings. So we need practice, we need, Mahayana practice, Mahayana practice, This is more powerful. This is more benefit. Whether we can, generate, genuine, real, bodhicitta or not, it doesn't matter. We need to practice bodhicitta. Practice bodhicitta and bodhicitta different. Everyone can practice bodhicitta. For example, me, I don't have bodhicitta, but I can practice bodhicitta. I don't have compassion, but I can practice compassion. So, according to the Buddhist philosophy, we can practice generosity without money. If you don't have money, if you are not rich, but still you can practice generosity. For like Milarepa and for monks, For example, monks, same. Monks don't have money to give other people and not rich, but still they can practice, generosity. They can practice, perfection of generosity. Okay, you must understand. Okay, you should put in your mind. Okay, practice and bodhicitta practice and bodhicitta different. Okay, if you have through the bodhicitta practice, then we generate bodhicitta. Without practice bodhicitta, we can't get what is generate. We can't cultivate bodhicitta. So we need to practice bodhicitta and meditate on bodhicitta. Through generate meditation, what is bodhicitta? Then after some time, of course, hopefully we can generate bodhicitta. We will have bodhicitta. So that means, according to the our Buddhist philosophy, everything of practice, everything depends on practice, okay? Inner practice. Of course, actually we need practical, of course. If you have money and if you have property, you need to help other people. It is practical, But if you if you have no money, is no problem. Doesn't matter. We can still practice, the perfection of generosity. So, as I told you before, Dhamma means change mind. Dhamma means transform your mind. This is the meaning of the Dhamma. This is the meaning of the Dhamma practice. Okay? But of course, we need support from our merits and good conditions. That's why we need to create the good condition. We need presentation, and we need offering mandala, and we need offering water balls, and for example, in this way we can accumulate merits. If you have merits, you can change. Easy to change your mind. Then you can make successful your practice, and you can make accomplish your practice. So we need the merits. So we need the purification and and meditate. So actually, as I mentioned that before many times, of course, renunciation is very, very important, but we need to practice bodhicitta. For example, just as a seed is most important for everything. We need a good seed for everything, but very important. But without water, without the soil, a dry seed can't give anything. Exactly the same. Okay? So we need, when we practice, we need seed, we need good water, we need soil. And we need good farming. Then we can get a good result from our practice. If you only practice without a good motivation, it is the same like a dry seed. You don't have water. So we need to practice hard and good motivation. And we need merits. And we need purification. Very important. then definitely you can get good result from your practice. Then you can change. Then you will get a new experience from your practice. Then you can make meaningful your practice. So that's why, Lama Tsongkhapa said that in this verse, we need to practice bodhicitta. If you practice renunciation, not enough. Of course, renunciation is very important, but still not enough without bodhicitta. So it's very clear, dry seed does it have the potential of growth and and give any good result. So it needs water, soil, and favorable claimants, Also, of course, we need good claimant. Dry seed does not have this, requirement, so it can't give a good result. This means, that if we are practice the renunciation for heart and, constantly, but without bodhicitta, support, bodhicitta help, bodhicitta companionship, we can't enter on to the bodhisattva's path. If you only practice, renunciation and only you practice for yourself, this is not a part. This is not once a part of Mahayana practice. This is Hinayana practice. Hinayana and Mahayana means depends on mind. If you practice for which, if you practice for others, then you can be Mahayana. If you practice only yourself, if you practice for all this for your achieve liberation, you are still this Hinayana. That means we will not able to generate Mahayana path if you practice only for yourself. That's we can't achieve Buddhahood without bodhicitta. Because bodhicitta is interest or draw to the Mahayana path. As I mentioned that before, bodhicitta is a draw of to the Mahayana path. So we need bodhicitta. So especially you need bodhicitta for practicing Mahayana, the door of the Mahayana path. But we should understand that the most important thing is there are three different kinds of liberations. I don't know, maybe maybe did you hear about this? Three different liberations. The first one is liberation from the suffering of samsara. First liberation from suffering of samsara. And this is the liberation of the Sharavaka. In Sanskrit, we call it Sharavaka. In English translation, Harrier vehicle. The liberation of Sharavaka, this is the first liberation from suffering of samsara. And the second one is the liberation from solitary, or the liberation from Paratika Buddha. Paratika Buddha in Sanskrit. That liberation is liberated from the suffering of samsara and additional gross, obstruction, obstruction to Buddhahood. Yeah, obstruction to Buddha. Yeah, gross obscuration. This is not the subtle one. Okay, first liberation free from samsara. Okay, second liberation from suffering from samsara and additional gross, obstacle to Buddhahood, or obscuration to Buddhahood. Okay, a little bit different. Actually, what is the meaning of gross level, obscuration? This meaning, conception, which is attached to, existed external objects, or, dualistic. 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 Yeah, dualistic conception of mind. We need to give up all these delusions and the suffering of samsara and dualistic, conception. Then when we achieve liberation of, Paratika Buddha, this is a second liberation. This liberation is, higher than liberation of the Sharavaka. First one. And the third one is, liberation of Buddhahood. Okay. So we need the practice of third liberation. So we need practice for Buddhahood, liberation, of Buddhahood. So we need to practice. We need to, practice bodhicitta and compassion. And we should practice for in order to free from roots of ignorance. Then your practice can become, a cause of Buddhahood. Actually, of course, there are two kinds of bodhicitta, as you know. I hope almost all of you know well. Bodhicitta of expression and bodhicitta of application. The first one is just visions bodhicitta and expressionally thoughts of enlightenment. And the second one is the committed bodhicitta, the venture of enlightenment. This is the mind of enlightenment. That is committed to the Buddha's, Bodhisattva's practice. So, now I'm going to talk about the seven verse, okay? You look, in translation. Being are swept along, by the powerful current of 4 rivers, and turtles bound by the chains of their karma, also difficult order, inherit within the arrow trap of their self-grasping and ensured it in the thick darkness of ignorance. This is the 7th verse. In this verse, talk about, 4 rivers swept along by the powerful, correct, for the 4 rivers. So the first river is, ignorance. And the second river is attachment. The third river is, wrong view. We should understand, In this verse, talk about 4 rivers, okay? The first river is, ignorance. And the second river is attachment. Third river is, what is a wrong view. And the fourth is the, delusions of the realm of form and formless. In this verse, Lama Tsongkhapa talk about the nature of our life in samsara. Now, in this verse, especially he talk about nature of our life, nature of our samsara. For example, we are exactly the same as someone swept by these 4 powerful rivers in this life, in this samsara. Samsara is the same like this ocean. In these deep channels of river of samsara, we are not just we are not always swept alone. We are alone. That means, actually, we suffer a lot under these 4 rivers. And in river of ignorance, river of attachment, river of wrong view, and river of, delusions of formless and form and formless. And we have, someone with us. If we have someone with us, maybe we can help each other. But in this samsara, for example, we are alone, swept by this for what rivers. We suffer under these 4 rivers. With these 4 rivers, we are alone. If we have someone with us, we can help each other. But unfortunately, we are alone. And if we have someone with us, of course, maybe we can help each other. But unfortunately, we are alone. Not only swept alone by the 4 rivers, we are alone. And not only swept by the 4 rivers and alone, unfortunately, tightly bound by the chains of karma. If we are not bound by the chains of karma, maybe we can do something. We can try to do to free from this 4 rivers. But unfortunately, if not bound our chains of karma, then maybe we have a chance to rescue ourselves. But unfortunately, we are bounded by the chains of karma. For example, we same, we cycle, in samsara with these 4 rivers under this river. With, bound by the chains of karma, our body. So we can't do nothing. If someone with us, we cannot help each other, but alone. And so it is very difficult to, free from this 4 rivers. And another ones, we are, not only bound by the, this chain of karma, and not alone. Not only that, we are inside a fish net of grasping. We are, inside the net of, fish. For example, grasping, net of grasping. So we can't, we can't come out. We can't get out. That means, we have this 4 rivers: attachment, ignorance, and, so wrong view, and attachment of, form realms and formless realms. And we have grasping. So we are always, under the grasping. And we are, inside the net of grasping. So we can't get out, and we can't to be free from this grasping and this samsara. If we don't have these 4 rivers, if we don't have grasping, then we can, to be free from samsara, suffering of samsara. But we are always, wandering, and, cycle in, this samsara. We are on a net of grasping, with maybe the chance, but, also maybe the chance to run away from these 4 rivers, except, this, that. But unfortunately, we are in a net, we are inside the net, so we can't get out. So if this net is, a rope net, for example, Lama Tsongkhapa said that if this net is a rope, maybe we can cut by our feet, our teeth, for example, But this is, same like, arrow. This net is not rope net. Maybe if this is a rope, something like a rope, we can cut. We can cut with our teeth, for example. But this net is, an, arrow trap of grasping, arrow trap of grasping. This is, so we can't cut with our teeth and, hand. So we can't cut. So we can't, get out. We can't free from this grasping net. Not only that, we are in very darkness. If at daytime, maybe someone see us, someone can help us. But it's unfortunately in the darkness. So nobody can see us. Nobody can help us. Exactly the same. Unfortunately, this is not daytime. If it is that time, when maybe some of us will see and help us. But unfortunately, we are in the darkness of, very thick ignorance. This darkness means, ignorance. We have ignorance, very thick ignorance. We are under the ignorance. So we can't see reality. This night means, grasping. Four rivers means attachment, ignorance, wrong view, and, attachment of, formless and form realms and form realms. In this samsara, we suffer a lot under this, four rivers. These four rivers swept by us, So, we are still in samsara. Nobody can save us. That means under the, ignorance, under this, kinds of situation, we will be constantly, tormented by the three sufferings, We suffer these three sufferings. And we have a lot of painful under these three sufferings. Suffering of change, suffering of pervasive. So that means, we are really, really miserable in samsara. Without the practice, we can't to be free from suffering of samsara. So we need to practice, compassion and bodhicitta in order to be free from suffering of samsara. In this samsara, under these four rivers, always we ourselves, swept by these four rivers in samsara, round in samsara, circle in samsara. And we need to suffer. And this is suffering of age, suffering of sickness, suffering of death, suffering of, birth. So in this verse, so this darkness, the thick darkness of ignorance. That means, we have very thick ignorance. Because we never practice about emptiness enough. If you practice, emptiness, meditate on emptiness, meditate on selflessness, then you can, give up ignorance, and you can, you can to be free from the ignorance. Others, no chance. If you practice for, compassion and bodhicitta and, renunciation for numberless lifetimes, but you still can't achieve liberation without understand about emptiness. emptiness, realization of the emptiness. This is the perfection of wisdom. Without understand about perfection of wisdom and without practice about perfection of wisdom, we can't achieve Buddhahood. If you have bodhicitta, you are bodhisattva. You are very good practitioner, of course. You are very powerful, but still you can't, to be free from suffering, according to the Pasangika's view. And you can't achieve Buddhahood. So we need to practice, emptiness more, and we need to understand about emptiness more. This is very important. But how do we develop, understanding about emptiness? How? How do we need to meditate on emptiness? We need to meditate more on emptiness. It's very important. Not only listen, not only study. We need contemplation and meditate on emptiness. As I mentioned that before, we meditate on emptiness. This, first we should start, basic meditation. First, we search ourselves. Where is I? You meditate like this, where is I? You try to find yourself. Where is I? This is one part of, practice, one part of, perfect wisdom. Perfection of wisdom. You can try to find yourself. Where is I? Where? Every day you meditate, for a few minutes, 10 minutes, 5 minutes. You try to find yourself. Where is I? Where is I? From my hand, from my leg, from my body parts, where is I? You never can find. It is very clear. This is, basic meditation on, meditation of emptiness. Very basic. And then slowly, understand about emptiness. It is very clear. Where is I? I means, they're not existed, hardly existed, Everything is, empty of, hardly existed. Everything is empty of, self-independent, independent. We can't find ourselves. And basic, meditation of bodhisattva. First, we should understand nature of our life and nature of, samsara life. And we meditate on this nature, life nature of life, nature of samsara life. Then maybe we have chance to practice compassion. We should practice what is bodhicitta. based on compassion. Compassion practice, we should practice based on understanding nature of this life, this human life, and Mother Sentient Being's life. And we should recognize the suffering of samsara. Without understand about suffering of samsara, we can't. We don't have chance to practice compassion. So we need to understand this is suffering of samsara. That's why Lama Tsongkhapa talk about here, nature of samsara. We always suffer under these four rivers, and under the grasping, and under the ignorance. Ignorance always control us, and grasping control us. So we need to try to get out from chain of net of grasping and ignorance. As I mentioned that before, our mind itself very clean and very brightness and very powerful, but unfortunately, that moment our mind covered by, rapid by the ignorance and grasping. So through the meditation of emptiness, we can take out, discovers ignorance and what is grasping. Then you can slowly open your mind, full open mind. Then maybe slowly, we can be free from the suffering of samsara. But without understand about emptiness, we can't. So we need to meditate on emptiness more and understand more about emptiness. This is very important. So, but we, as I mentioned that before, first we understand about, without understand about, suffering and problems and life nature, then we can't get feeling to practice compassion. First we understand, problems and sufferings. Then we can get feeling, to practice compassion. If we have compassion, then we want to practice bodhicitta. Without compassion, we don't have chance to practice bodhicitta. So we need to understand of samsara life. That's why Lama Tsongkhapa, to talk about samsara life. It's very detailed. How we cycle in, samsara. So actually, everyone know, six perfections, perfection of generosity or giving, perfection of discipline or morality, and perfection of patience or tolerance, and the perfection of diligence or effort, great effort, perfection of concentration, perfection of wisdom or knowledge. This is, the 6 perfections, First perfection is, generosity, and second is discipline, and third is patience, and fourth is diligence, and fifth is concentration, sixth is wisdom of knowledge. The practice of the 6 perfection ensures that we will gain, an excellent body and mind, even more favorable conditions for, effective practice. Then those we enjoy it present. Buddha taught that generosity leads to the enjoyment of ample resource. And this is human happiness. Intimately, connected with, material well-beings. The practice of generosity is, explained, first in the context of the 6 perfections, because this is important to us. Why? Because without, enough, for example, enough, wealth, enough money, we can't. We have a lot problem, bigger problem in life. Without enough, good conditions for our life, we can't pay attention and focus on our practice. We will not have the opportunity to study Buddhism, and we can't help others. So we need to practice, generosity. Generosity practice is very important. According to the Buddhist philosophy, in this life, some people very rich, some people not, some people very poor. Why? Depends on, past, good karma. Especially, it depends on practice of generosity practice. For example, 2, 3 people, okay, they have the same condition, same knowledge, same capacity, but still different. Still, what is some of them become rich, but not at all. Some people can't. Why? Because it depends on, past karma. Some are, in the past life, practice, generosity. This person can make money very easily. This person can be rich very easily. For example, so, if we practice generosity, this is the main cause of, become, rich and wealth and, and get good condition. Good conditions, wealth, everything from our past, good karma of, practice generosity. So we need practice generosity. It's very important. If you practice generosity, then we will get a good condition, good life. In this way, you can practice. You can more chance to practice. According to the Buddhist philosophy, for example, today I'm a little headache. This is also from, bad karma. We have a good condition here in this hall, we have an air condition. Actually very cold now. But we are lucky, we have this condition, air condition. This is also from good karma. Really, when we are very thirsty, yeah. If we have, we get 1 cup of water, this is also from good karma. This may be, of course, this from a good karma of generosity practice. Generosity practice, practice generosity. And we have good things in our hand, life, what is a mobile and what iPad and a computer and everything, from good karma and generosity, practice generosity. Some people have no, some people don't have. So now, what means karma? What means karma? Karma means action. Action means there are 3 different actions. Action of a speech, action of mind, action of body. Through this way, through this 3 doors, we create different karmas. So we should take care of these 3 doors. It's very important. If you keep under the control your 3 doors, keep under the control, you can control bad karmas. You can control, create good bad karmas. So we need all the times, every day, forever, we need to take care of our 3 doors: mind, speech, and body. If you take care of your 3 doors, you can close, you can to be free from the bad karma. Really, So the India master said that, Tibet master said that, it's very easy to free from bad karma is very easy because, if you take care of your three doors, speech, mind, and body, it's easy. This is in your hand. No need money, no need power, no need any reputation for control your 3 doors. Everything in your hand. You can change your mind. You can control your mind. You can change your speech. You can control your speech. For example, you can control your body. Everything depends on yourself. In your hand. In your hand. This is not depends on other people. For change your mind, you don't need support from other people. If you change your body, if you change your speech, you don't need the help from other people. Everything in your hand. For example, if this morning you did something very good, you are happy now. Afternoon, you are very happy. You can appreciate it. You can rejoice. You're more comfortable and you have inner peace. If you did something wrong in this morning, after some time, now afternoon, you are not happy. You have many doubts, and you fear, not comfortable, not peace mind. You don't have peaceful state of mind because you did something bad. You created something bad karma. Karma means action. And if you do something good for whole day, today, when you're going to bed, sleep, you are happy, you are enjoy. You can appreciate it your day. your life, what is what you did, something good, and you are happy with this, and you rejoice. You can rejoice. This is the result of your good karma. And if you do some practice, if you do something good for whole this life, you will get good result in the next life. That means everything depends on karma. Everything depends on our action. It is logic, not something like blood, faith, depends on, not something like, religious matter. Really, this is logic. If you do good, you will get good. If you say something good, of course you get something good result. That's why we need practice, about the 6 perfections. First, generosity and discipline. Discipline, this take care of this take care of our this speech and mind and body. This is one part of practice. Practice one part of discipline. Perfection of discipline. This is the main practice, one part of the discipline practice. Discipline means self-discipline. Self-discipline means take care of our body, take care of our mind, take care of our speech. This is best discipline. This is best moral practice moral. So as I mentioned that before, Dharma. Dharma means in Buddhist Dharma. Buddhist Dharma means in Nang-che. In Tibet we say Nang-che. Na means in, inner, in. Che means Dharma. We should practice in our mind. We change our mind. We develop our mind. This is Buddhist Dharma. This is Buddhist Dharma practice. Because, all the problems, created from our mind. So we need to develop mind. So we develop change of mind for better through the meditation, through the practices, perfections, and practice, compassion and love and bodhicitta. If you practice enough about this perfection, for example, then you will get a good rebirth and good life, worth life. Then you can practice. Then you can have chance to practice. Then you have a chance to help to other people. Everything you can do. You can do everything for others. That's why we need to practice. So we try to give up, 10 non-virtues. It's very important. For example, if you kill someone, if you kill animals, on small insects, of course, humans. From that, this is bad karma. That deed is bad karma. From that deeds, comes bad karma. And, we will have a lot of obstacles, much suffering or pain. and our life will be shorter. If it's according to the especially, practice of discipline, we try to control, we try to give up 10 non-virtues. Very important. Lama Tsongkhapa said that, Nagarjuna said that, Buddha said that if you kill insects, ants, animals, through this action, you create bad karma. From that bad karma, we have suffering, we have pain, painful, and become our life shorter. This is a result of killing. In this life, we so many problems. Why? Really, sometimes a cough, sometimes a headache, sometimes a stomach problem, sometimes leg problem, sometimes back problem, sometimes mental problem, and sometimes financial problem. Sometimes, so many problems in our life. From where? From past bad karmas. For example, I'm very sick because I harm to other people, other animals, or in past life. So I need experience this suffering of that past karma, bad karmas. So I need to suffer. I can't run away from these bad karmas. I have to have experience. I have to have this suffering from my bad karmas. If you not have bad karma, then you can be happy. You always you are fine. So we need to practice. Purification. Practice purification is very important, and practice try to create good karma is very, very, very important. If you have a good karma enough, your life is very easy. You can make success all of your wishes. You can make success your wishes. Very easy. If we have good karma, really, if we have merits, then if everything we can do to make success is our wish. According to Buddhist philosophy, Buddha said that if we have enough the merits, good karma, we can do everything very easily. We can make success everything very easily. Because everything, has different costs and conditions. Everything from costs and conditions. We'll talk about conditions, we talk about cause, and we talk about karma. Everything is we need. Everything very important. Karma also cause. We have many good karmas, but we need good conditions. This is important. We have many good karma with your mind, but still we need good condition. Then your good karma can be ripened and give result, and we can get good result from our good karma. But without good condition, water and soil, we can't get. Still, this is good karma, same like dye seed. So anyway, sorry, I'm stop here. And if you have any question, please.
Geshe, we have a question from Amanda online.
In in verse 7, you said that in samsara, we are alone, but that's wrong because we're surrounded by the Buddhas and bodhisattvas, and we have access to holy beings, and we can take refuge, so we're not alone.
Us.
So, and it's saying that
Sorry, repeat again, please. Yeah. Law of samsara, nature of samsara.
No.
No, what means I talk about nature of samsara, not any law of samsara.
Can I ask my
I
question?
I think maybe nature of samsara and the law nature of samsara quite similar, isn't it? Nature of samsara and law nature of samsara, or law nature of samsara. L-O-W, law nature.
Can I ask my question again?
Please, you can make clear.
Okay. May I make
No,
clear?
you can repeat this question. This, yeah.
Okay. I can do that? Yes?
Yes, sure.
Okay, so verse 7. You know verse 7. You said, we are alone. I think that's wrong.
We are alone.
No. No, we are not
Yes, yes.
alone. No, because
Okay. Now I
Because-
understand.
we have access to the Buddhas and bodhisattvas. We have access to holy beings, and we can take refuge.
Okay.
So we're not alone.
Yeah, good question. Now I understand. Now
Thank you.
I understand. Yeah. In the Lama Tsongkhapa's teachings, we are alone in samsara. But she said that we are not alone. We have many bodhisattvas, and we also took refuge, isn't it? This is just example. Okay. Lama Tsongkhapa said that we don't have, never he said that we don't have support from bodhisattvas and Buddhas and gurus. But this is example how we settle, in samsara. Just example. That means very difficult to, to free from samsara. If you fall in the water, in the river, okay? If someone, around you, maybe they have easy. At that time, you can maybe ask to someone easy. But not like that. We are in samsara. We are alone and a very big river. And, if we have, fine hands and legs, we can do something. But unfortunately, our legs, hands, what is bound by the karma, that karmas, And it's also daytime. Example, it is not daytime, it is darkness in the evening, night, so nobody can see. This is example, okay? Example, not reality this. Of course, she said that, the same, this is true. We have many good beings, bodhisattvas, and Buddha Dhamma, always we have support from there. But this is just example, okay? Anyway.
If there's not another question in this Gompa, we have another question online. But we can't really hear what's going on in the Gompa right now.
Thank you for that.
Charlotte, where does discipline come from? Is that also related to karma or is that practice? I mean,
Sorry.
like in Buddhist philosophy, where does discipline come from? Is that related to karma or is that pure practice?
The discipline.
Discipline.
Okay,
yeah.
discipline is not no need from karma. Okay, this is from our practice. Discipline means self-discipline. Okay, not any discipline something from outside. Just control ourselves.
Right, but so, you know how some people have a lot of discipline and some people, they struggle their whole lives for just basic discipline. So
Undisciplined.
they're undisciplined, yeah. Is that just because they don't have enough practice or because in a past life?
Yes, of course.
Past life?
This kind of undiscipline, this condition from bad karma. Of course, because they don't have time to practice discipline. They can't practice in a discipline because they don't have a condition. This is from bad karma. But, the practice discipline means anytime we can, wherever we can practice discipline, okay? As I mentioned that before, very clear. Main practice discipline means take care of your three doors, okay? Take care of your speech, take care of your mind, take care of your body. This is the best practice discipline. This you can do any times, everywhere. You don't need any special condition. That means, you keep your, you take care of your speech. You don't use, you shouldn't use, this bad words to other people. Isn't it? And you can control mind. This is best discipline. Discipline means not like this. Always, live in one room and meditate and do practice. No need that. Okay. Anyway.
Barbara, you want to unmute yourself and ask your question?
Thank you for your teaching this morning, Geshe. You spoke of the four rivers, and the fourth river being the delusion of form and formless. Could you talk a little bit more about that? I don't have an understanding of that.
Yeah. Actually, we have now, for me, I have a delusion, okay? But this delusion is, I have many delusions. But these delusions are not delusion of formless and formless realms and form realms. Because I don't have now, any mind power of, form realms and formless realms. We have three different states, three different realms, okay? Desire realms and form realms and formless realms. Without consultation, without karma abandon, yes, karma abandon, we can't rebirth in higher realms. This higher realms means formless realms and form realms. So that's why there are many different delusions. Delusion of desire realms and delusion of delusions of higher realms and form realms and formless realms. Okay, formless realm means formless. Formless means invisible. We can't touch them, we can't see them, but still they are existed. And formless, this formless means, invisible. And of course, there are many different state of, form realms and form realms. Form realms, we have 2 different states of form realms and 4 different states of, form realms. We meditate, okay? We meditate on concentration and karma abandon. Then one day, after some time, maybe we can be, to free from, delusion, attachment of, this realm, this desire realms. Then we can achieve state of, this higher realms and the form realms. If you practice, when you give up desire of attachment of form realms, then you can get, form realm state, formless state. This depends on your concentration, depends on your, karma abandon. And we, according to the Buddhist philosophy, desire, what is attachment? Okay, I talk for example. Okay, attachment of this desire realms. This is gross, very gross, and attach of form realms. This more subtle. Yeah, and attach of formless realms. This most subtle. When you give up, this attachment of formless realms, then you can achieve liberation. Liberation means liberation from the suffering of samsara. Many people, of course, already they give up, attachment of desire realms, but still they are not, still they are not, still not achieve, liberation from suffering, samsara. Still there samsara. After that, they practice hard when they give up, attachment of the form realms, but still they are not, still they don't have liberation from suffering of samsara, because still they have attachment of form realms. What is formless realms? When you give up form realms, attachment of form realms, formless realms, then you can be free from to free from the suffering of samsara. Okay, anyway, this is complicated.
Michael, you have a question?
Yes, Geshe, I really liked what you said. Sometimes I do something good and I think, oh, look, I have bodhicitta. And I loved what you said, I don't have bodhicitta, I practice bodhicitta. But I'm wondering if the opposite is also true. Do I have ignorance? Do I have self-grasping? Do I have self-cherishing? Or do I only practice ignorance? Do I only practice self-grasping? Do I only practice self-cherishing? Or are they inherent in my nature?
So, men, what's Okay. Now I understand. Because I talk about, compassion and compassion practice different, isn't it? Practice compassion and practice bodhicitta different, okay? But grasping, ignorance, this is something not object of our practice, okay? We can't use words, practice, ignorance, practice of, attachment. We can't say like that, practice, grasping, okay? We need control grasping through the meditation, okay? We can control, we can make less attachment. We can make less ignorance through the meditation. This is the best practice, but this is not, we can't say, can't use like that, done, we can't use what you're done, practice ignorance, practice attachment. But if you want to practice emptiness, okay, emptiness, really sincerely, seriously, you need to realize ignorance. What is the meaning of the ignorance? This is very important. First, before we practice emptiness, we need to recognize what is the meaning of the ignorance. What is the meaning of the grasping? First, we, recognize, object what is negation of, emptiness. This is very, very important, very important. But otherwise, you practice ignorance. We can't say that, okay? We never said that. Okay, anyway.
If there are no more questions, I think we can do the prayers.
Yes, please.
Dedication prayers. Gewadi nur dakti Lama Tsongkhapa Roa Jama Pasho Jamchu Samcho Rinpoche Make Panam De Kyunche Kewa Nampa Me Baya Goni Dhondup Sho. For His Holiness the Dalai Lama. Gamri Rewa Kowe Shinkam Dear Pandan Dewa Melu Shuwe Ne Chere Sewa Tenzin Yatso Yi Shape Sinta Pardu Ten Gyurchi. Prayer for the swift return of Lama Zopa Rinpoche. Peerless teacher and assembly of the children of the victorious one, Shravakas and Pradayaka Buddhas. Victorious Losang, father and sons, along with the lineage masters, all the objects of refuge of infinite lands. Please bestow the virtue and goodness of accomplishing this prayer here and now. Holding and spreading the Muni's precious and complete teachings, through explanation and practice, you wore the armor of patience that is never discouraged. Incomparable, venerable Guru, to you I make request. While striving single-pointedly for the sake of the victorious one's teachings, the sole gateway through which all benefit and happiness emerge, and from other living beings, you suddenly departed to peace. What a great loss. Nevertheless, through the undeceiving truth of the blessings of the ocean of the three jewels and the great waves of bodhicitta of the children of the victorious ones, May the smile of a reincarnation swiftly beam in glory for fortunate disciples. And may we hold Geshe Sherab, our resident teacher, and our visiting teacher, Geshe Tashe, long life, good health for eons to come. Thank you. Thank you.
这是那个呢，把单独啊，这是呢，这把这是单呢，军队多么是我说，sorry，say something。圣洁呢，把真洁把你的那的他就军队呢，你马来把大定就完没把说，恰多可了就叫不动，只多给把上不上去多，卡拉看的了，总把这里是了恰查了，我马那边我马那个。Okay, thank you.